because she's doing the hard work, and I'm reaching out, following, making follow up on her efforts, and they're going to come here so that we can be able to talk about these kind of things. Because they themselves have problem with what is going on. And so that's what I will have to say on this one, Mr. But let me try to log on my computer real quick.
Okay, thank you. And Chris, I think there's a video. I don't know if that's in a house that Alex posted of a lady speaking. Do you know who the lady is? And is it in a house or in a Senate? Talking about the Ministry of Information.
I don't know. Let me get. Once I log into my laptop, I'll be able to get the videos and all that stuff. Just give me
Okay.
one minute.
No, asking if Chris could get it.
Oh, okay. Let me. No, Chris will be able to get it, but I don't think he have access to these videos. Let me.
Okay.
Let me. Give me. Well, you can be talking about something in there right now.
Maybe I can close the Windows. Let's see if I can share it. Okay.
Can I come in while you search for the video?
Come in. You can come in, okay?
Yes, thank you very much. No, we have to ask for permission first. I understand all of that everyone is saying, but we also have to try to change some of the systematic things that people believe is the right way, and so forth and so on.
That's it.
Okay. Oh yes. Yeah, this is. All right, so while we wait for that, I just wanted to say that I believe that even when politicians don't stick to their promises and someone else comes in and does it, I think their strength is better be seen if they can just come and still, stand to their promises. Not because someone else does something ahead of you means that you lost. No, you can still go and do something else. Even though Senator Nyankwe has come and decided to finally complete the town hall, that doesn't mean Senator McGill cannot come and provide facility like toilet, because the whole community has no facility to use the bathroom. In the morning, you'll see like 100 people going in the bushes of abandoned land to use the bathroom. So there's still needs. And I don't feel like when a politician doesn't stand to his promise, someone else doesn't mean that they say, okay, let me wash my hand with that particular community. I think you would get more morale if you stand up and say, okay, I'm not going to be a sore loser. I'm coming back. Let me do the other one for you people. Just so that you know that I'm still the senator making the promises and standing ground to my promises. So that's all I wanted to say.
Okay, thank you so much. Mr. Wright?
Yes.
You are there?
Yes.
Good. You need to.
So I see we have a video here with Madam Vapla on here.
Oh, that's Madam Vapla. Okay.
Yeah, that's not Madam Vapla. Senator Vapla.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. New, you put this up or somebody else put it up?
I put it up.
So what is she trying to say?
Well, she's trying to say that the information, even though it's kind of low, that the information ministry is not going by their mandate. And Alex posted it, and I don't know what they were talking about when she came and said that. Yeah. So that's
Okay. So let's let me see. Maybe we can blow it up and see whether or not we can get.
okay. Let me stop sharing. Stop sharing. Okay.
Alrighty, gentlemen. So I get everyone back on stage. Good. All right. So what was you complaining about again? See, I got my four-legged friend are yelling behind me.
What are you saying?
No, so what was Senator Vapla complaining about? What was the complaint?
Or complaining about the function of the Ministry of Information.
Your man Pia.
The amending and they take the podium to insult people.
Oh, no. You mean Senator Vapla, who is a UPist, complaining about a UPist minister insulting people.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, it's not a matter of a joke. But I kind of put a little bit of a smirk in there because I have always said PR is a square peg in a round hole. And Judge E, that's your man. You know what I mean when I say that. It means that he is in the wrong spot. He really does not belong. You know, and that's just me. I said it from the time he got there, and I continue to say it.
Okay.
You know, and now
Senator
Vapla.
I'll be right back.
Okay, sir.
All right.
And now Senator Vapla has vindicated what I have believed to be true all along about Minister Pia. I spoke with Minister Pia just once when he assumed the position. Thanks to Mr. Nuba. Mr. Nuba brought you on the line while we were talking. Something happened, and he said, hold on, let me call the man so that they can verify it. He brought him on. And one thing led to another. He and I got into it, you know. And I said my piece. And since then, we have not spoken. But I maintain it. I think he's a square peg in a round hole. But anyway, we want to hold it right there. Welcome onto the platform this evening, Mr. J. Christopher Nippet. Mr. Nippet, how you doing today, sir?
Well, good evening to you and all of those in the television and video audiences. I am doing well, and I wish the people of Liberia very, very well in view of the troubling times, the problem in the land. It is good to wish our people well and to say that there is light at the end of the tunnel. So let's stay put and see what happens. Good evening, Chris, and how are you?
Good evening, Mr. Nippet. Good to have you. I was in the back yesterday enjoying the conversation, wanted to come in, but apparently I couldn't be brought on stage because I was using my phone. You know, but it was all good. The show was very spirited, and I like it. But we're back again tonight. So that's good. That's good. We're talking. Madam Claudia put a topic on the floor about I think Senator McGill and one other guy, whom she will probably come on and talk about, going back and forth on some promise structure in the area of, jurisdiction. And we were talking about that as the topic on the floor. So here's what I always like to do, guys. I don't like to miss the window, because once we miss the window, it means that we have diminished the possibility of having our listener to participate on the show. So the time now is 6:30 here, 6:33 in the US, and 10:33 p.m. there in Liberia. So let's go to the lines and have Chris take some calls. And then once we come back, we'll go into the second half of the show and enjoy all of our deliberation and all the way up to the night. Thank you all. At this point, this is where we mute and allow Chris to do his thing. Chris?
Thank you so much. Let me say good evening to all of the panelists. Mr. J. Christopher Nippert, Madam Smith, George H. Numbo, and Mr. Wright. I'd like to say good evening to every one of you. So those of you following us, I'd like to say good evening, like, share, and comment. This is Abed to D for today is Thursday, the Thursday edition. We are here for you tonight. You've been listening, and whatever on your mind you want to bring on board, whatever you saw out there and you want to bring to the attention of the public, you can call it on 0881 1435 04, 0881 1435 04, 0776 105 105, 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live this evening on Abed to D for what is on your mind, even though you've been listening. What do you want to bring to the attention of our outside world and our panelists? Let's see. Let's go to the phone line, get our first caller. Good evening and welcome. We lost that caller. Okay, we go back there and take the caller. Good evening and welcome.
Okay. This is Mr. Gonda. I'm calling from Chevy.
Mr. C. Gonda, you are most welcome. Let's hear you tonight.
Okay. Mine has to do with the program called and the crowd overloaded quite a few.
Okay, class reloaded.
Class reloaded. What's the essence? I want to know whether this program is the program to promote government or to insult people in this country.
The program is to promote government, class reloaded, if you don't know. So that's it. It's just to promote the government, to just show the good thing about the government.
Yeah, but it make demeaning statement about other people. You see, this is where trouble can come from. But Liberian people, we look at political party, we don't look at the interest of our country. People sit on the media, say demeaning thing about their friend, and you know automatically the people will react. And reaction is not good.
Okay.
I listened to them tonight. They have all the worst thing to say about the Senate. They had the worst thing to say about CDC. Where are we heading to? This is a single country. We are not coming together. We are dividing far apart on a daily basis. And this is not good for our country. There is a $19.5 million issue that is hanging. People trying to play politics with it. Nobody, no wise person can tell me that even the least security man can investigate that case. That dog didn't fall from heaven. The drugs were taken to Raoul's feet and a human being to get there. And we got CCTV camera to that airport. And anything that entered there, they can see it. Then people sit there. This is a sophisticated case. It's connected to this. It's connected to that. Let's be fair here. They passed war. They didn't exempt anybody. everybody fare the weight equally. Only those of you who were fortunate to be out of the country, that you people try to play funny game because you people are still outside. Let these people come real and say, this person they want to keep in a draw. This person they want to bring a draw in. We got 3 ways that things can enter Liberia: sea, land, and air. The airplane brought it, the car brought it, the ship brought it. Or if you are telling me that Liberia is manufacturing the drug, now let us know. Then people sitting down, this man, a day, a that. This is not time for diplomacy. It is time for reality. Liberia will not be declared a narco state. Then all of us will feel the weight. Even you're outside of Liberia, you have parents inside Liberia. Unless you tell me, once you're out of Liberia now, anything that happened to Liberia, it don't concern you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Gonda. Thank you so much for being part of the platform tonight. Call 088 14 35 04 0776 105 105 088 14 35 04 0776 105 105. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Good evening, sir, and welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
What is your name and where you calling up from?
Hello.
Yeah, what is your name and where you calling up from? Caller, are you there? Oh my word, we lost that caller. Okay. Caller 088 14 35 04 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be live tonight. We are discussing Liberia, we are discussing Grandeur, we are discussing our one global village. A lot of things going on in Liberia, and sometimes some of you use the Facebook to get it, and in your community what is happening, bring it to the attention of our listeners, our followers. Somebody out there, maybe they can be a help to you or to us. So this is where we disagree to agree. I beg to differ. Your program, our program, and the people program. Hello. Oh my word. If you are not listening, don't call. Yeah, I mark that number. If you're not called for a purpose and you don't want to say anything, please don't disturb the line. Other people want to come in. Other people want to come in. Don't disturb the line, please. If I answer your call, I get any feedback that is not necessary, we will poke you somewhere that you will not get access to the line. Hello?
Hello.
Okay. I know what I'm gonna do. Don't worry. Don't block people away. Call 088 14 35 04 0776 105 105. Let's hear you tonight. What is on your mind? What do you want to bring to the table tonight on the program? Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Hello.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening. What is your name and where you calling up from?
I'm Michael Doe calling from Doe Street.
Michael, let's hear you tonight.
You know, in Liberia, there are many stations. That's why I don't just listen to any station.
Okay.
That's why I stick with Top FM.
Thank you.
If you listen to Freedom FM, there's a guy on Freedom FM call him Abraham Godson. If you listen to that man, utterance to the Liberian government, you will know they want to see CDC, and that is promoting CDC. That is not promoting CDC. So if I don't want to listen to Cloud Reloader, I will not tune it in.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
I listen to transparent radio station, transparent analysis. Is what I'm listening to. Understand? And you know Edwin Snow, the word Edwin Snow news on the man was not right.
Okay.
So they have to discuss it. The only wrong thing is the insult. Yeah. You don't see that you senator, then you utter word to the people because you are a senator.
You're talking to the
No.
man. You're talking to the man. You're a small child.
Yeah, get a lecture.
Mm.
It is the people's right to discuss it. If the senator run hearing, so that it will not happen next time. You see? You don't do it because you're in power today, so you do everything you want to do. You have when you're saying something, you have to say you have to as a leader you have to lead by example because other following you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much for being part of the platform. Let's go to the phone line and talk to this caller. Good evening and welcome.
Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, I'm Peter Gay calling from FE Community.
Mr. Gay, let's hear you tonight.
Yeah, I just want to ask you and the other panelists, can you on the most talk about yellow machine? Where are they now? I really want to know. Thank you.
The yellow machine.
Yeah, yellow machine.
Why order are arriving? You asking for the yellow machine issue? No, thank you. Somebody will talk about that if we have idea. Thank you. Yellow machine. Let's go to the phone line. Hello. Okay, we lost that caller. Caller on 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. Hello.
Yeah.
What is your name? Yeah, what is your name and where are you calling off from?
Yeah, my name is Oscar Edgley. I'm calling from San Jose.
Oscar Edgley, let's hear you.
Yeah, correct that one of my brothers just called John that Abraham working with Freedom FM. No, the man was with Freedom FM.
Okay.
Yeah, the man from I think Kings FM.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's me on the radio when that every year negating that the man is saying to prove the man wrong with different stations ain't correct that. So he don't know where the man working.
Okay.
I'm trying to see.
Okay. Everybody can be corrected. Thank you so much for the correction.
Yeah,
I know he listening. Thank you.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Okay. Quarter 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. This is your program. A Bed to D4. A Bed to D4 is your regular informative program that comes your way from Monday till Saturday, bringing you the latest happening, digging into the issues to bring you light, where we have professors who are ready to educate the people of Grand Jeda County. It's not because they don't have work to do, but they just want to provide education for our listeners. And then those of you out there. So if you are there, you have a comment, you can send in your comment. If you're following by Facebook, you can write your comment and send it. But if you send your comment, make sure comment, share, and like. Those of you listening by radio, if you can call on 0881 14 35 04 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0776 105 105. And you're going to be live this wonderful evening, Thursday evening on A Bed to D4. Let's go there. Mr. Gona is back again here. Yeah, hello.
Hello, this is Mr. Gonda once again.
Yeah, Mr. Gona, you are most welcome.
Mine has to do with a missing person. Up to now, we are not getting any information from the security apparatus. The whole is looking at people are making mockery out of the people of this country. People are not saying anything. There is no update. Nothing at the camp. Then we have a case here, 400,000 United States are case. They are already gone on a carpet. Then we have a case with LRB Energy. LRB Energy was asked to produce the agreement between A and the people of Nigeria country. Nothing of such has come up. Then to crown the whole thing, come the 19.5 million United States dollar case. Compounding, and people sit on this good media institution and try to defend the whole thing. My people, this is Liberia. We don't have any other country that they call Liberia. Liberia is where we are. This is our home. This is our land of our native. We have no other country besides Liberia.
So true.
Nobody should think because you are somewhere living luxurious life and you're forgetting to know your back.
Okay.
Where you started from. When you're climbing a ladder, look down. Because why? When you fall from the top, the very people that are down there that the people you will deal with. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ngonda. It's Liberia we have, and we need to protect it, and no one can deport, can take Liberia away from us. Call on 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. Let's hear you tonight on A Bed to D4. Yes, indeed. You don't have to agree with me. Let's hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah. Yes. Now, it's I the one I speak with.
Yeah, what is your name and where you calling us from?
You call me Praise too. Yeah, concerning about the money that God missing in graduate country, what they doing about it? We have to come together and say that bureau. Getting me?
Yes.
So the money that God missing, I believe that there was a purpose of which that money was there for.
Which are the money God missing now?
Yeah.
Which are the money God missing?
No, they I don't say 90 billion.
Okay, thank you. Oh my word. Let's hear you tonight on A Bed to D4, folks. We are here tonight. This is Granjide, Liberia, in our One Global Village. This is A Bed to D4, the regular than usual program. Let's hear you tonight. 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be like, where are our ladies? Where are our ladies? You guys only call in the morning. Wake up. Women voice are powerful. Let's hear you tonight. Let's discuss Liberia. What is on your mind? Mr. Gordon call and talk about the two missing, boys that got missing since May and up to now. No good information. The money and also the LRB energy issue, a lot of issues circulating Granjide and our One Global Village. We talk about Liberia, where the senator was speaking to the officer just like a child. However, A Bed to D4 is a program. Those of you that were asking, A Bed to D4 is the program that promote the government. Yes, it promote the government. It discuss the government. Any good thing that what they bring, they don't bring the bad things. So I bet and car reloaded. That's how it look like. So it comes your way from 8 o'clock to 9:30. So if you listen to it, sometimes you can ask any question, no problem. So call 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105. And you're gonna be live tonight. If there is no cutoff, let's take our team soon. Yeah, when we come back, while we are wait for our colors. Okay, we need to just hang it like that, because we are getting quarter 0881 14 35 04 0776 105 105 0881 14 35 04. Mr. Wright, I think you can take it from there now. Yes, indeed. I think you can take it from there.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we want to appreciate all the callers for calling in tonight and being part of the show. Your concerns are all valid, and want to encourage you to keep calling into the show and making your concerns known to us, to the listening word, because there are a lot of people that are listening to you, and they're going to hear your concerns, and do our best to address them from a position of facts and evidence. Having said that, I want to go around the table and just engage with the panelists here on what they have heard from the callers, and then we'll move on into the next segment of this program. So let me start with you, Mr. Nippet. Mr. Nippet, your caller's analysis, please.
Well, each of the callers, including the man who talked last, I think is Mr. Toll, about missing money. He meant well. Unfortunately, he could not put his finger or his thought on how much he was referring to. And Peter Gay is of the opinion that he needs to know something about the yellow machine. And Mr. Macado was corrected that instead of it being Freedom FM, it was Kings FM, for which Abraham Godson works. And Mr. Conda's disagreement with what Class B loaded is all about. He wanted to know whether it is a government mouthpiece or speaks in the best interest of the Liberian people. His statement going to people will react, the country seems to be divided, the 19.2 million, and he comes back and talks about the missing person and $400,000 not being accounted for, and Liberia Energy production with regards to Banjia. Everything that is said is on point, is of concern and interest. But the caller who said that we on the radio, and I think Marco, we're on the radio and we don't say anything. We don't say anything about these issues. Perhaps to be concerned with other matters, and sometimes these matters truncate his ability to listen. Because just on yesterday, we were talking about two very important issues on the station, two life-threatening issues. One was brought in by Claudie, specifically on the EPA, and we had a very good gentleman from the University of Liberia who is studying environmental protection, Mr. Abraham Duncan, I think was his name. So people should be listening and try to be a little bit careful. We say we are here, we're not doing anything. But before I get into the full analysis, let me say welcome to Mr. Joyce Nubo. Mr. Nubo was on the set. I think as I was getting on, Mr. Nubo just, his attention was drawn to something domestic. So George, if you're listening to me, I want to say welcome to you on the set. We have not been on for some very, very profound reasons. But whatever our reasons might have been, there is nothing more important, interesting, of any prominence than the Republic of Liberia and the people of Liberia. So I'm back, and the callers' concern must be taken seriously. But to each and everyone who called, you are on point. There is a reason why we must be one and the same, because we are all called Liberian. And in respect to all of us being called Liberian, in spite of our respective dialects and language differences, what holds us together is as if we were a fishing net. A fishing net to do those things in unison, a fishing net to protect the interest, the well-being of all of us. A fishing net is when someone is allegedly missing or is murdered one way or the other, or they are digging our diamonds, and the people in the audience feel unjustifiably treated. You have a reason to talk, and this is why we are here. Because all of us will die. All of us will die. It might not be consecutively, the one after another, but as God sees it proper, we will go at a appointed time. But what remains constant? There is a constant in this conversation, and that constant is what you, Mr. Condat, you have referred to, the Republic of Liberia. And all of you, including Michael Doe, Peter Gay, Oscar, you are all on point, and we want to applaud you for always listening to the station. But we are concerned as well, as we spoke about the EPA yesterday, the environmental protection. And I was wondering whether in Grand Jida, as I stated yesterday, that the Director General of the EPA, whatever the nomenclature of his title is, will do well to decentralize that important agency of government. And my colleague, Ms. Claudie, I think, said that in Grand Jida, perhaps an office there. We are interested to find out right from this station whether we have an EPA office in Grand Jida. Because if they're rolling out a program centered on its activities, campaign.
Okay, Mr. Nibby, let have you conclude on the caller response, and then we'll come back to the second phase of the discussion.
Okay, so the callers, I mean, all of them said one thing, that is about the 19 million, the country not being one and the same, talking about Abraham Gosson. If you listen to him, you will not want to talk about CDC. But I think the concern has to do with one Liberia, one people, and one destiny. That's how we call that concern. That's the fact.
Appreciate that. Thank you, Mr. Nippet. Mr. Noob, will I come to you? Your caller's response. Caller's analysis, not response. Caller's analysis.
The callers made good points. Gondar question was answered by Chris, and what they say on Class Reloaded must not be attributed to us, because I don't think there's anybody on this show who is supporting the 19 point something million of drugs. But everybody on this station want for those who are involved to be brought to justice. And Oscar made clarification about Freedom FM. The missing money issue, I was not sure what the caller was talking about. Is it the $400,000 for electricity? Because I've seen some writing that said the money was earmarked for Rangier County as a whole. Even though from the get-go I heard that SOCAN appealed to the proper authority to electrify his district. So there I get kind of confused. And that's my color analysis. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. George H. Nubo. Madam Claudia, your colors analysis, please.
Okay. I thank those of you that called in. It's very important to give your opinion and concerns because that helps us to better function. I want to talk about two things that kind of I think need to be a little bit clarified. In terms of the missing persons, we know that in Liberia, some of our relatives can go somewhere and lost for months, and we don't know where they are, and they'll just reappear. Not because you have a concrete missing person alert means that when every person goes and you don't have an accountability of where they are, means they are missing. Grand Jita is very far from the city. And I know for a fact that a lot of people leave their counties to come in the city to hustle, especially when they're using motorcycles. And some motorcycle cases, a lot of people don't own the motorcycle that they're running. So if they lost for one day without accounting to the owner of the motorbike where they are, it becomes a crime. So therefore, they have no way to contact their family and say, oh, I'm in Painesville. Don't worry about me, because they're scared. So sometimes when you have missing person cases, you have to better investigate, find out from who was the last person with that person. Then you can say you have a missing person case. And then we talk about we talk about Honorable Snow's reaction and his alleged aggression towards an officer. We have to understand that we have people that are superior. They make the law, they rule the country. There's a way that you deal with them. There's a way you address them. You have to stay in your place. Not because you are a police officer or someone of the law means that you can just grumble at a superior the way you would as a normal citizen. We have the first estate, second estate, third estate, fourth estate. We have executive. We have prominent people, and we have to learn how to respect them. If they go against the law, there's a way they will be addressed. So not every time we know that Honorable Snow has low tolerance to I don't want to use the word stupidity, but he has low tolerance to people that act like they don't know what to do. So when you see people like that, you have to stay in your queue. Don't get in their way. But you can't say he's rude. In fact, when you talk about rudeness, like they're alleging with the information minister, for example, him being rude, I don't call that rudeness. I call that someone who talks about things that a lot of people wouldn't want to be put out there. He says the media is giving a lot of false information. Who takes what because I take a picture with someone means I know them. I have a picture with Akon. I don't know where he lives. He doesn't even know my last name, but we have a photo together. Doesn't mean that he knows me. So sometimes when you hear people speaking their mind, they're not doing it because they feel like they're opposition or they hate someone or they just don't like something. They're doing it based on what they've investigated. And also other things that they feel the information minister might be talking too much is a form of not knowing his duty. The information minister is responsible to inform us and make sure we stay informed. Make sure that the press conferences are held right on time, twice a week, and make sure that everyone has an opportunity to be present from every ministry, every part of the government, to express their side in a report way. So we have to give him chance. Once he's doing that duty is being handled, I think his way of expressing himself should not be a migrant. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Claudia. Chris, let me come to you. The color analysis.
Thank you so much, Mr. Wright. Yes, indeed. Earlier you asked me that how is Grand Jeda County, and I told you Grand Jeda County is sick, but however we will say we are doing good. That is the number way of saying things in Liberia, especially for we the common people. It's just something that is getting Grand Jeda in a serious matter when it comes to fear. We're only discussing two. We're calling to the motorcycle president. There are about 5 persons motorcyclists that got missing since then. But 2 persons got missing, and that is a song that we are singing. And 4 lawmakers came from Moreover that came to Grand Jeda. And the reason they came, one had to do with those missing boys. And when they came, they just talked and they left without way forward. And whether they play the children when they have fire is the case, there was nothing, and every one of them went back. Even now, in the morning, people cry on the radio. In the evening, people cry on the radio. And I think tonight again, they started to call. So it's one of the terrible things that is going on that happening in Grand Jeda County. Now it's bringing a lot of fear because then people Grand Jeda was not known for bourgeois activities, people lost in. So it's something that is very serious. And someone talk about the program that comes before before I bear to D4. There are way people need to talk things. The country is not about politics. The government, politics time have passed long time. Since the election, there is no politics. Every one of us will need to be thinking how to build. But if you listen to class leaders sometimes, the way they address, so long you're not with UP, so long you're not support UP, it becoming a big problem. This is why the lady spoke, that senator spoke in the house. And she is a UP, but she said that the way other people do things here is not the right way, because we came here. The thing we said we were going to change. So if somebody got any grievance, whether they are not UP or they are UP, even though she not call party's name, but we should allow them to talk. So this is what is happening, just like what Mr. Gonda and the other callers said. And when it comes to Grand Jeda, Mr. Gonda spoke about, the 4,000 that have to do with electricity that he took and gave.
400,000.
400,000. that they took and gave to the LRB, is something that been conflicting everybody. The council, when they come here, they can tell the people who gave the money. The superintendent come on the radio, the same thing. You call LRB Energy, they're not giving this. They just like that. So it remain hacking and it becoming a trouble. Today again, the final officer from the office of the superintendent, local government authority, they met with the council in Grand Jada, and I think tomorrow I will give you detail on that. That is my analysis, that every one of us, we need to work together as Liberian and let us see reason to make a change, not about party, but let's think about Liberia. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Crispy Ware. Let me just give out a quick analysis, and then I'll go to Mr. Nippet to give his topic of mine, but I'll introduce my own topic in the process because two things came out, and I really want to bring them up for discussion. But first, I want to say, thank you guys, Mr. Nippet, Mr. Nubo, Madam Claudia, Mr. Ware. You guys all cover all the callers' concerns, and so it's very difficult to say, anything come after that. But yes, what I can say about the last one that Mr. Ware just spoke on, the 400,000, I think we should all be calm and patient. We are seeing the General Auditing Commission gradually moving from county to county. We saw them went to Bassa. They went to Bunk County. Now you other county. They're going to come to Grand Jada, my people. Our train is going to get there. And everybody's saying this and this and that. Look, when our train comes, these guys will unearth, they will turn every leaves. And we will know the actual amount, who got what. Mr. Nubo, can you mute your camera, sir? And who did what? We will know that. Once we get that, all of this argument will be put into context. Because there'll be no more going back and forth again. Now people say, well, who signed what? Who authorized this? And what will we arguing that? The General Auditing Commission will give us that playbook. So I just want to calm everybody down. As far as the missing guys are concerned, look, I want to agree with you, Madam Claudia. I really do. But it's difficult in this instance. Highly difficult. Because the thing is, we have eyewitnesses report that saw these guys in a particular locality. That they went there to go make a purchase of cocoa beans. And from a particular individual. So the police has information to work with. It was not that he got the paperwork one morning and went into the rooms of the individual and they were not there. That's not the case. If that was the case, the scenario you just laid out would be perfectly understood. Yeah, or maybe the man went to town. Maybe they went to Zoetri. Of course, maybe they went to Abidjan. Maybe they went to Conakry. Who knows? And maybe they went to Freetown. But this cannot be the case. It cannot be the argument. Because we can place them in a particular location and with a particular individual. We were told it's in police custody, but not for this reason. That is the intriguing part about the whole thing too. So that I find it very hard, to buy into. On the issue of how you call it? What our sister program. When I mean sister program, we all are in the same space. We're trying to disseminate the same information to the Liberian people for the Liberian nation. In other words, in that sense, we're all together doing the same work. We may not take the same approach. And so Mr. Nubo pointed right. Yeah, we do not represent them. They represent their own view, even though we are in the same place. So we got to be able to distinguish between, how you call it, Class Reloaded and A Beg to Differ. That is just a fact. They are a paid program on Top FM. That's just what they are. They are a paid program on Top FM. They do not represent the views, not the opinions of Top FM. So we cannot speak on behalf or for or answer question for a Class Reloaded. That is just on that note. And so I want to end there as my color analysis. So now let's move on to Mr. Nip. I'm going to come to you, but I want to introduce the one, and maybe when you introduce yours, we can talk about them together. Yeah, it's my concern. And is this real, or is this being done out of fear? I am going to list 5 UPS. I hope I do. UPS elected officials in the legislature that are becoming, if you like, very critical. Some of the most critical voices against the Unity Party-led administration in the legislature. And my concern, but my disbelief is that are they doing it out of genuine concern, or are they doing it because we got less than 3 years to 2029? This is where my thought is moving. Now you can look at Moi, Senator Prince Moi, just recently. In fact, was very blunt, saying that the rescue train is derailing and they did not come for this. That they cannot criticize things of the past and under the previous government and then try to protect that same very thing under the government that they have brought to power. That for me was an indictment. Then you can talk about DeLon. DeLon has been on it for a couple of months now. I mean, you can go up and down the line. You talk about the guy at NEC right now, that the guy was chosen, in violation of the code of, I'm not going to, but the how do you call it? The appointment laws, that he was supposed to go under the vetting process before he took up his seat. Instead, he went there before he even answered any question. And so when he went before the Senate, he didn't take the hearing seriously because he knew you're going to get the job, and they don't know how to call him out on that. And now you got, Senator Vapla. Senator Vapla, who you probably going to, she still don't want, she always up on her feet, fighting tooth and nail for the UP agenda. But now she is criticizing that agenda. Why now? Why? Why now? You can even go to the pro tem herself. She's coming under immense pressure from her own people. And now she's speaking out. And the list goes on. I could name 2 or 3 more. So that is what I want to look into. Why now? Why now? Is it genuine, or is it some, out of some fear? I don't know, but we'll look into that. So that's my own topic for the night. Mr. Nippert, I come to you because of all the other panelists that you have not introduced a topic for discussion tonight. So what is your topic for discussion tonight, sir?
Thank you so much. I'll revert to my topic of yesterday, because I think, and I will annex that to people dying, people getting missing on clear circumstances, and where we think they might have been on a visit elsewhere. And so months in, months out, they are not seen. They cannot be heard from. It puts me in the thought pattern of the 3 Mason boys who were sent to a certain place to repair a generator or some kind of machine. And those who investigated the case felt that the law of buoyancy is not a standard law of things floating. And if that law is not a standard law of things floating, then it is possible that all the ships on the ocean will be sinking now or will have sunk. But contrary to what their thoughts might have been, it is not that way. A plank, a piece of wood does not sink unless you cable it or you put a heavy rock on it. As we speak today, or as let me own that statement, speak today, the 3 Mason boys have not been found. And the case is, from my perspective, presumed dead. Chris was quick to have pointed out that according to the motorcyclist president, the guys are approximately 4 or 5 persons. Initially, we heard it was a telephone call that was initiated by a certain gentleman in a locale who claimed he had cocoa and one of this lady's husband to go for the cocoa. I think it is 2 tons, and I remarked that day that 2 tons were too much to be brought on the motorcycle. The lady intercepted the call, and here we are today. The 1 person, 4 persons have been added, or this 1 person who went to buy cocoa, additional 3 persons were added. I think the concern being raised by the people of Grand Julia and in a special way by Chris, that people are apprehensive. Fright has overtaken the people of Grand Julia County. And if that is happening in the country, in the southeastern region of the Republic of Liberia, coming from Masurado County and into that region, then we think everybody in the 15 counties must be in a serious mood of concern for their lives. It should not happen in a civilized space. It should not happen amongst ourselves. And that's why Mr. Konda was saying the country seems to be divided. So what is on my mind actually is the 19 million. The $19.2 million drug case, the missing person, and the EPA. I think these are substantive enough for us to discuss instead of deliberating on grandstanding, because we all know why these people are coming up now. You had a child. The child has been dancing around, urinating in the house. He stands on the chair. Now when the child starts getting on the table, then you want to tell the guests, oh, this child here is troubling. Why didn't you stop the child at the onset? Let me put that into a better context so that the audience can understand. The people who are standing down, the likes that you name, Senator Moui, Senator Abraham Darius Tira, Senator Vakla, and now they are on the program before they put in fire on her, and now she is trying to come up against the parties that they brought to power. It's like you are sitting on the chair sits on the platform, and you are trying to break that platform on that the chair sits on. Because you see that it's a narrow window tomorrow, that you may not be available in that space where you are. So the rational thought that comes to your mind is, I have to be assertive. If I'm not assertive, if I'm not quick on my feet and in my mouth to speak, then I will not be having the seat come tomorrow. And I always refer to those kind of situations or situational points of thought as grandstanding. You want to be seen. And you are right, Mr. Wright, when you ask the question, why now? And I put on the side of that. Why now? Why now? Are we going back, we reverting to Channel Achieving with the Kongwa story and things are falling apart? So you want to disassociate yourself in the form and manner and the shape and the form. Yes. So that they say, you heard me speaking yesterday. Yes. No, I will not countenance that. I will not support that. I will not buy into that. Because we have one Liberia. And if that freedom dream you brought to power, the arrest agenda was shaking, there was a tendency that you saw. You should have that foresight to envelope your thought around the process that you made and say, there's something wrong with this process here. These people are misbehaving, or we are severally or individually misbehaving. And then you start to put the nail to that shaking tier or that shaking bench or that platform. I think they are grandstanding. This is what I feel. I mean, that's my personal opinion. And when I speak with real intention. Everyone who knows me, I speak with real intention. I don't vacillate in in what I think God puts on my mind to speak. We have one Liberia, and people should be very intentional, and not only one day. You've been hearing the Minister of Information speaking. Sometimes insulting people. Why didn't Vapla talk at the time? Why didn't she talk at the time? How many years has it been? 2.5 years. We are in the third year, so to speak. And I would just say, man, we're somersaulting straight to the fourth year. We got 2 more years, and then that's the time you want to talk. They are talking for themselves and not for the people of Liberia. I think we should just put that into one bucket and put it behind us, because they're not talking for Liberia people, they're talking about us. Let us get on the point here that has to do with the environmental protection, EPA, and get on the 19.2 million truck case. And why do I say so? I say so for the following reason. One, we will all die, but Liberia will stay, and we got young minds coming up. We want to give that baton of leadership to those people. As it were, we are in a full 40 relay. That's what life is all about. 2, we have our children. We don't want to introduce substance abuse to our children in the elementary and kindergarten school, because the hallucinogenic drugs have a propensity by evildoers to convert them into milk candy, to convert them into ground pea candy, to convert them into, say, the making color, donut, and all of these kind of things. Because of what? Greed. I want to make money, and I can make money anyway. I want to. No matter who is hurt, let me make my money. Again, I come to the Bible. The Bible says, what does it profit you if you gain the whole world and lose your soul? So I paraphrase that to say, what will it profit you when other Liberians are dying instantaneously because you Jeanette or Mary or whatever, you want to make shortbread and you sold the shortbread and you know you got cookie inside there. you make Kool-Aid, people came to party, and then you got ginger beer, and in that ginger beer you got cocaine in it, so that the people cannot see, and the effect is so negative, and the society goes haywire. So I want us to ring in on this issue of the 19 million drug issue.
Okay.
I want us, yes, it touched my heart too much.
All right, so now I agree. Let's stay there. And I agree with you on the previous topic. I think they want to save in their own scheme, so we're going to leave it that way. On the issue of the $19 million, I've been trying to find. I don't know what it was through Daily Observer that I read that, or it was through Front Page Africa that the logistic firm. We'll talk about it earlier. Mr. Nuba brought that up. But we didn't talk about it in detail, but you're bringing it back up now. So let's talk about it even more. The investigators are looking at the logistic company, the company that received the that went and picked up the consignment and took it to the RIA, the Rabat International Airport, for transport to its final destination. They are making them front and center. Where did I see this? I will have that. This will probably Front Page Africa, because I am subscribed to them, so the news just flashed on my news feed. I think I saw it, but bringing these guys in as the primary suspect in this case. I don't know. I'm not following this case as I usually do, because I'm busy on my end. Like I said, I'm speaking to you from Kentucky right now. So the concern there is by bringing the logistic firm in, Mr. Napit, Mr. Nubo, Mr. Ware, we know that the logistic firm is not the owner of the product. They don't own the consignment. Right? They do not own this consignment. So by making them the primary suspect in this, are they shielding or are they diverting attention away from the being corporate? Because how will you hold the guy who has been hired to go pick up something? They shouldn't even be part of any primary stuff. They may want to hire. What are you making, second primary, first primary, third, fourth primary? It's for Imam book. It still doesn't hold. I think they should be witness. You should make them your witness. So they'll be able to tell you all the people that are involved in that transaction with them. But making them suspect, I don't think that is a proven investigative. I'm not an investigator, but again, like I said, from my own, mindset, I don't think that is the right way to go about it. But this is why we'll have you guys here, you guys with the background in this area. Mr. Nippet, this is what I'm thinking. Having these people as part of the primary, corporate to be investigated in this, I think is missing the point. That's just what I want to say to that.
All right, if you want me to come into that.
Let me hold you. You saying this is your topic. Let hold you. Will come to you last.
Wonderful.
Mr. Nubo. Yeah, anything you want to share on this? I know we talked about it earlier, but since Mr. Nibbit brought it back, let's take another round on it. Mr. Nubo, are you there? All right, we'll come back to Mr. Nubo. Mr. Ware, you got anything to say about this before we go to Mr. Nippet?
Yeah, thank you so much. The drugs issues is something that,
I don't know if it's me, Chris, but yes. You're very low. You're very low.
Okay. I said the drug issue is something that every Liberian need to look into, and the government need to take a serious step. But as we are still following it, and we're looking, for me, I looking closely. And when it comes to the drug issue, even every radio station, every local radio station you listen to is concerned about everybody. And the fact that the guy who I just forgetting about the name, why he said slow the whole process down, that I cannot take the blame alone. I cannot take the blame alone. So it slowed the whole thing down, that the legislator, our lawmakers, our senators fighting over it. So for now, I will wait and listen and then be able to come in later. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Nippy, come to you. Mr. Nuba, you with us? All right, Mr. Nippy?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Which company is the logistic company that did the transportation?
I think they're calling GLS.
Okay.
No, let me do a quick search here.
God, I see here the government dropped fraud charges against Jasper White, Director of Land Transport at Ministry of Transport, and that's from front page.
No, that I think that's just with the ministry on the internal stuff.
Oh, okay. So I don't.
All right, so yeah, there you go. So
I don't know which
this is from yesterday.
Okay.
The GLS is the GI Operation Manager Paul King reject drug trafficking allegation as case heads to court. So yeah. So it's a logistic firm, Mr. Nippet, in Newport, rather, if you want.
Okay.
Headed by Paul King.
I need to read through it, but it looks like my question was that when the police inspector general appeared before I think it was the Senate, he said by this gone Saturday, there were going to be arrests. And that's the arrest I'm still waiting for.
Yeah, but it doesn't make one, Mr. Newman, what I'm saying. The Global Logistics Services, GLS Inc., headed by Mr. King, has been arrested from that company. So the arrest has been made. I think it was made yesterday, and he was forwarded to court by the Justice Ministry. But King denied all the allegation against him.
Well, I don't know his involvement or his complaint involvement. And they the ones who transported the cocaine to RIS?
Yeah, they pick it up. Yeah, they pick it up, I think, from King's residence, and then took it to the RIA.
Okay. Well, I don't see any.
Well, not King residence. Yes, King's residence.
I don't see any reason why he cannot be arrested.
Okay.
If they pick it up at his residence. and take it to Rawls Field, I don't see any reason why he should not be arrested. Yeah, that's my take now.
All right, Mr. Nippert, I come to you, sir.
Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Nuvo. Thank you so much. I think this matter is going away where the previous one before it had landed. It landed squarely on the carpet, and the whole thing went to oblivion. I think I see that, I suspect very highly that at the end of the day, when the deniers are consistent, we will find the people leaving the country. We will find the drug case will not be any case, it will be a cartoon, and the drug itself might disappear. But I want to speak to the governing authority of Liberia, that the office of His Excellency the President, because it is he who, because of the issue being internationalized, that will be meeting with these various press officers, reporters, or journalists, so to speak, in every spheres of the world. He goes, unless they are that interested in it, you will have to be answering questions. So I know he is a person of tolerance. He's quiet but honest only. And I know he is troubled. I suspect that very highly, that he is troubled. He wishes to go to the bottom of the entire matter. And if you were to ask me, if you were in that position, what would you do? I will hold my security sector responsible. I will make sure that they leave no stone unturned. And if Mr. King is the prime person from whose agency or whose warehouse this thing came from, we would like to ask Mr. King, where did you get this thing for to bring it to your warehouse? That would be the first you want to know where. And
Okay,
to establish,
Mr. Nippert, let me just engage you on a little bit. I think it's a valuable question you just asked. But why has it been left out of the conversation? Because nobody talked about that. This is not part of the conversation at all. Where did the drugs come from to go to Mr. King's either warehouse or a resident where they say he had it? Where did it come from? Nobody's asking that question, Mr.
But this is what in professional security, this is what you do. You see, there is the string that is coming from somewhere. And on that string is fire. So you want to know where that fire is coming from before it comes into the house. So you got to trace the root. Mr. King is the prime person here. Person of interest, person of concern, person who is suspected, whatever nomenclature is being used, has to let the Liberian people know by the conduct of the investigation. This consignment came to your place. What was it? Where did it come from? Who gave it to you? These key elements will bring the case to a point of solving. And then those pieces can be, you see, you want to build a case. When you want to build a case, the first question you ask is what happened? Who is involved? How did it happen? Why did it happen? then you build the case in a way that you get to the point where you can apportion, or you can call a named crime. And then you can bring the people who are suspects to, suspect before, suspect after the fact, the accomplices, then you can bring them there. Unless you do that, if the case is being tampered with, then you cannot do these things here that you want to do. That's number one. Number two, the conveyor of the substance. Because if I have a trucking company, and they call my office in the afternoon, Mr. Nebe, we want you to send something to the Freeport. Or the first question I come on my drum out of my mouth will be what it is that you want my driver to take to the Freeport. Or cement. What kind of cement? Is it a white cement? Or is it gray cement? I might be technical to ask to show me a sample of the kind of cement. Or bring me one bag of the cement, let me see it. So from Mr. King, we come to the conveyor. It came from an X place and it is in a Y place. And that Y place is identified as Mr. King's place. So it leaves from Mr. King's place via the LGS and it travels where? To Roberts International Airport. So what was the company transporting to the Roberts International Airport? What was it transporting? Who was it consigning? Who is the consignor? To the consignee. Who consigned this drug here to Mr. Fred? That was taken to the airport to go where? On the Brussels airline. To go to Germany, to go to France, to go to Sierra Leone, to go to Lagos, to go wherever he headed. So all of those things will bring the case to a level that all the hands that have been passed part of this thing here, you can identify. I was listening to the Spoon FM briefly before I came on set, and they mentioned about an LDEA driver. A driver who is the chief of the LDEA agency, his involvement. And they talk about a certain security firm that is controlling the events of security or the actions, the activities of the security at the RRA.
All right, I don't want to say, Mr. Napier, we'll have 10 minutes to go. We're going to make a hard stop at 8 o'clock.
So all of these things here, and the reason why I'm pinpointing these different parts, the security agency, the LDEA agency, could it have been that the LDEA boss knows something about that drug? The higher agency at RRA knows something about this drug? The driver who convey it from the LGS knows something about this drug? It's not Mr. King alone. Mr. King alone cannot play. This is a $19.2 billion worth of cocaine. So I think the police or the security sector will do well if they can arm themselves with rationality and get into the details of this case and end it all.
Yeah, and I agree with you on that, Mr. Napier. But I think, and I know you describe for all who the president is, his demeanor, and the character that he is. But when he needs to go beyond that. He needs to show the other side to the Liberian people now. Because this is what they'll see in America, this is prime time. Or Mr. Nuvo will say, is he ready for prime time? He cannot be talking, we were not going to leave any stone unturned but yet the thing continued to drag on and drag on and drag on. And like you said, it is gradually getting swept under right before our own eyes. And it seems like they're doing it very cleverly. Very cleverly. Who knows? Mr.
But,
King Midas.
but Mr. Wright,
Yeah.
he who wears the crown or wear the top hat feels the weight of that top hat. And that's why I put it in a better context. If I were the president, because I know the kind of person I've worked with at LPMC. Has it changed? I don't think it should be the gentleman yesterday whom I worked with yesterday with LPMC. Now that he has ascended to the apex of governance, where we try to play with his reputation. I know this gentleman of whom I speak. He is a man who wants to leave a legacy. Is it going to be like the other 100 million people? The 200 I was seeing somewhere on the beach in Harper, Kibama, where a certain person, a certain esteemed personality flew to Harper and stayed there for about 2 weeks. I don't want to equate him with those kind of people. I am sure he is troubled. And given that he is troubled, he will want to make sure that since this thing has been internationalized, it has permeated the international community. And it is he. That's why I brought in that metaphor about the camp. It is he who is going to be asked the needful question. Mr. President, during your watch in June or May, your people will discover a $19.2 million. Why is it, Mr. President, that up to this time we have not heard anything? Why? We recall here that a sitting president of the Republic of Liberia was called to Langley. We're called to Langley when the RIA case came about the $100 million burst cocaine. Okay. He was called to Langley. And I'm sure this person with whom I have worked, the current leadership of our country, will find it unnecessary to be invited to Langley. You will find it unnecessary. So if I were there as a national security advisor, I would tell them, look, close your eyes on this thing here. Whoever is involved, close your eyes, because you don't want to be stigmatized. You want to leave an inviolable legacy, a legacy that cannot be corrupted, a legacy that cannot be shaken, a legacy that it stands for the test of time. You want to leave an indelible footprint on the set of time. Do you want it to be annexed, the corruption? And I'm sure, like I spoke with him on yesterday when we were at LPMC, if I were to be within the corridors of power right now, as his security advisor, I would tell him the same thing and he will agree. Because you have to go to him and man up. That's why I always talk about Charles Mann, His Excellency Charles A. Mann.
All right.
There were critical times that let me make that point. Because this is a critical issue here.
We got 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes.
Yeah. I will always go to Ambassador Mann. And one thing, perhaps if you were president, this thing would be done with. His Excellency Charles Mann will come into my office as a political officer and say, listen, Mr. Nader, we have this. I said, well, but why didn't you call for me, Your Excellency? He said, no. Sometimes you got to come down the palm tree when the matter is crucial and critical. So if I were, now I'm speaking very subjunctively here, if I were his advisor, his national security advisor, I've been there, I've done that before. I've been all around. I will call his attention very gently. I will tell him, this is what will happen if we don't do this. This is how we need to do this thing so we can get all this stuff here. And no matter whether it pinches anybody, let us go for it. Let us do it. Because the Republic of Liberia, the Republic of Liberia cannot be solved. The character of the Republic of Liberia must not be solved because of personalities being involved in this kind of thing. According to the kind of information that have been filtering to me, I will not hesitate. I will not hesitate. I will hasten and advise my president accordingly. And I want us to keep this thing on the burner, the front burner. Don't let it lose. Let us keep it. Let us keep ringing this bell as it were a College of West Africa school bell that all the students will hear all over Monrovia and say, it's school time. This is national security imperative. And I say, very, very, very intentionally that the government of the Republic of Liberia, which is now headed by my former managing director, His Excellency Joseph Yoman Waka, will do everything to make sure, or must do everything to make sure that we can comb this information in this case in a way that it lands before the criminal code A, B, or C, or D, or E, and F, and the culprits go to J. My recommendation on this show here is that those who are allegedly involved should be detained someplace to cover them for protection, give them security protection as to help into the merits of the case. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Nippy. And on that note, we'll now go to Mr. George H. Duber for his closing comments.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Wright. And I don't see why you feel that this man is an outsider in a case here. I mean, he the one who gave the instruction for the shipment, even though he claimed that he was not in the country, but he said it was ordinary cargo. And when he discovered the drugs, he was informed, and they attempted giving $600,000 to the airport security. So that person does not seem to be like an innocent person. He was not in the country, as he said, but he was back in the country and he was arrested. And I think we need to applaud the efforts that he has been arrested. And they should continue to arrest other people, be it official or common men who are connected to the drugs issue. And it was a nice show. And I hope to be back tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Nubo. It's 8:01, and now on that note, I want to say thank you to all. It was a great show. Same time, same place, back to be here tomorrow. And Mr. Chris, please take us home, sir.
Thank you so much. Let me say thank you to every one of you. Mr. Wright, thank you so much. Mr. Numbo and Mr. Christopher J. Nippy, I'd like to say thanks so much. Our regular listeners and followers out there, this is Abed to D4 and Abed to D4 for tonight. Take break and it will be back tomorrow, the same time, the same station. Have a great time. Bye-bye. We are out for now.
TOP FM